Dear Playerunknown's Battlegrounds, I'd like to start off by saying that this letter comes at a time when you are in a constant fluctuation between your highest highs and your lowest lows. You see, right now you exist in both pockets of the gaming world. You do so much wrong that big-time publishers are chastised for, yet you do so much right, innovating and creating unique experiences that only come around a few times per decade. You're janky, yes, but you've definitely got the spark. That spark where my gamer mind realizes it's experiencing something wholly original. I remember this spark happening on just a few other occasions. Super Mario 64, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Uncharted 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Fallout 3, Battlefield, Bad Company 2. Good God, to put you up with titles like those should be so indicative of how special you are to me. What it is that you've made dying important again. I think that after the success of the Souls games that there has no doubt been a renaissance in hard video games. Survival games are on the uptick and gamers are loving to be punished. What you do is take that experience of desperate survival and death, but instead of making it too hardcore, you streamline it. You've done a perfect job of taking the survival experience that some games spend dozens of hours cultivating for players and compacted it into 30-minute matches. It's just like what Call of Duty 4 did back in 2007, taking the military shooter experience and making it digestible and fun within 10-minute chunks. In making players' mortality that heavier, you've also made skill that much clearer. Getting 7 or 8 kills in Battlegrounds is more rewarding than any amount of kills I've gotten in another shooter, because I had to think about it. I had to consider things like equipment and position and time. This has made my playstyle that much more enjoyable. There's nothing I loved more than punking other players with C4 in Battlefield, or headshotting a dog with a tomahawk in Call of Duty Black Ops. But in Battlegrounds, these moments are far more special, because in Battlegrounds, the plays take more risk. I mean, real risk. Because I had awesome gear, or maybe because I made the most out of horrible positioning. I outplayed people, sure, but I also outthought them. And I feel like when I do this, I'm not just playing a game. I feel like I'm expressing myself, and for me, that's the best reward. But then, there's the other side. For months now, your game has been plagued with cheaters because of the crate system that allows you to sell digital items for real-life money. But I've had games ruined by people with auto-aim, or shoot in the sky and kill you aim, or whatever the hell else you've allowed to plague your servers. One particular game I had can paint the perfect picture for you. There were 2 of us left. I was in a house, he was on the edge of the new safe zone with an AWM. In this situation, I had 2 choices. I could crawl on the ground and sneak up to him, probably get blasted in the grass like a slug and die. Or I could get on the bike outside of my house and ride straight at him, like the riders of Rohan, taking the fight to him and challenging him to make a great shot or die. So I went on the bike, thinking of the glory of this sweet, sweet chicken dinner I would get from killing this last idiot. And I was headshotted. Instantly. Because he had aim hacks. You see, I got on that bike while I was experiencing the same nirvana I had when I would throw C4 at tanks in Battlefield. Or when I'd taken on super mutants in Fallout. Or when I killed Officer Tenpenny in San Andreas. This could have been a moment like any of these. Of course, I don't know what would have happened if I'd made it to him. Maybe he'd switched to a UMP and killed me. Maybe I'd ran him over. Maybe I'd switched to a second seat on the bike and shot him while ghost riding on his ass. But I'll never know. Because through these cheaters, you stole it from me. At the end of that 30-minute match, when I decided to go balls out at that final enemy, you robbed me of fun. You robbed me of my time. You robbed me of how I like to play video games. More than anything, you robbed me of knowing for sure that that player in that moment was better than me, because I don't know if he hacked or not. And like me, there are quite literally tens of millions of other players that have experienced something similar, whether it was a full squad or a single player.
Oh, you little air-button son of a bitch!
You have illegitimized yourself. You are robbing players of the magic that you and only you can give them. Before this happened, I considered you something special. A game I love to play with friends. A game I love to play on my channel with my awesome community. I thought of you as an experience, a form of expression. But at the moment, all you are is a product. My favorite action figure that just broke. Worse than that, you're just another game title in my massive Steam library. Nothing else. But you have my money, and when the hackers sell items on your digital marketplace, you'll have their money too. So do something about it.